Latter-day Saints believe that their Book of Mormon is an authentic and truly ancient historical record of a group of Israelites who fled Jerusalem in 600 BC and crossed oceans to settle the New World. Mormons have long regarded Native Americans as descendants of those Israelites. In the Book of Mormon story, Moroni is its last narrator, who finished engraving their history on plates, and buried it in the hill Cumorah, around 421 AD. Joseph Smith claimed that on September 21, 1823, Moroni, now an angel, visited and informed him of the buried record. 4 years later, Joseph was allowed to obtain and translate those buried plates. His translation was published as the Book of Mormon in 1830. At least, that is the official version, promoted by the LDS Church today. But, the facts tell a different story. For years, Joseph said nothing about this alleged event. The Book of Mormon was published in 1830. Notably absent is the introductory story, found in later editions, that explains how the angel, Moroni, informed Joseph Smith of the buried plates. By 1831, there were various stories circulating that an unnamed angel had revealed the plates to Joseph Smith, and stories that he had used a seer stone to locate them. In a letter to her siblings, Lucy Smith mentions that the buried record was placed there by Moroni, and later mentions that Joseph was visited by an unnamed holy angel, that he should translate this book. In his first history, handwritten by Joseph Smith, he mentions that an unnamed angel informed him of plates engraved by Moroni. An angel of the Lord came and stood before me. He revealed unto me that in Manchester, New York, there was plates of gold, upon which was engraven by Moroni and his fathers. The Church's first collection of revelations, published as the Book of Commandments, later renamed Doctrine and Covenants, says nothing of this angelic visitation. Joseph Smith's diaries through 1834 make no mention of his angelic visitation. In 1835, 12 years after this event allegedly occurred, Joseph finally puts a name to his angelic messenger, Moroni. Yet he does this by altering Doctrine and Covenants 27. The original revelation, given on September 4, 1830, is altered to insert Moroni. Joseph dictates and edits his new history, which would become Joseph Smith history. Yet, in it, he calls the angel Nephi. He was a messenger, sent from the presence of God to me, and that his name was Nephi. He said there was a book deposited, written upon gold plates. Just a couple months later, in a Q&A interview, Joseph again refers to the angel as Moroni. Question 4. How and where did you obtain the Book of Mormon? Answer: Moroni, the person who deposited the plates, from whence the Book of Mormon was translated. On March 2, 1842, Joseph Smith became editor of the official church periodical, Times and Seasons. The following month, Joseph publishes his 1838 history in the Times and Seasons, leaving Nephi as the angel. He was a messenger sent from the presence of God to me, and that his name was Nephi. A few months later, the official LDS periodical Millennial Star reprints Joseph's Times and Seasons article. He was a messenger sent from the presence of God to me, and that his name was Nephi. Notably, its editorial staff affirms Nephi as the angel. Again, when we read the history of our beloved brother, Joseph Smith, and of the glorious ministry and message of the angel, Nephi. The Pearl of Great Price is published, one of the standard works of the LDS canon, with the angel named Nephi. He called me by name, and said unto me, that he was a messenger, sent from the presence of God to me, and that his name was Nephi. Lucy Smith publishes a biography of her son Joseph Smith. In it, she too calls the angel Nephi. He called me by name, and said unto me, that he was a messenger, sent from the presence of God to me, and that his name was Nephi. Mary Whitmer, the mother of David Whitmer, a Book of Mormon witness, is the only woman that LDS claim to have seen the gold plates, referred to the angel as Nephi. I have heard my grandmother, Mary Whitmer, say on several occasions, that she was shown the plates, of the Book of Mormon, by an holy angel, whom she always called, Brother Nephi. If Joseph Smith was really visited by an angel in 1823, at the age of 17, he would not have waited years to say so. The LDS Church today promotes Joseph's 1838 history, in which he originally named the angel Nephi, as the authoritative account, albeit with the name changed to Moroni. That Joseph altered a previously given revelation to insert Moroni, to make it appear the story was always there, from the beginning, embodies the unethical foundations of the LDS Church. On one hand, LDS may claim that the Moroni-Nephi confusion is merely a minor typo. But we would have to believe that this error was repeatedly missed by several prominent authorities, including Joseph Smith, for decades. On the other hand, waiting years to say anything about seeing an angel, and the carelessness surrounding his name, are what we would expect, when you're just making it up as you go. The Moroni visitation is one of several fanciful stories of the founding of the LDS Church that are in fact later inventions. Get your copy at mormonhandbook.com.